Hey everybody, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. So do me a favor. Before we get started, I need for you to hit this like button. If you're not a subscriber, I need for you to do me a favor and hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you won't miss the episode. Also, check me out on IG, elevation_mentor. So how is everyone today? Hope you're well. So today we're going to talk about marriage-minded men, a concept that's not really discussed. So I was in an office a while ago, and this man, he was a professional man, and he was saying that in this particular city, the men are not marriage minded. But in reference to a different city, which is far, far away, he said that's where the marriage minded men are. And I thought it was an interesting concept, the whole concept of marriage minded men. Where are they? How to be one? Why is it important? So, the name of the channel is Elevation Mentor. So, when you're marriage minded, that is an aspect of elevation. How to be a marriage minded man? Number one, don't waste time. Don't waste time. Time is something that we can never get back. If you're with someone and you know you don't want to marry them, stop wasting their time and get out of that relationship. Number one, don't waste her time. Number two, when it comes to marriage, you as a man, you essentially know if this is your wife, or you know that it's not your wife. It's just somebody that you're hanging out with. And it's something that you feel in your gut. It either feels right or it doesn't feel right. So the moment that you know that this is not your wife and you know that she wants to be married in that relationship. So you can find somebody who wants the same thing that you want. If you want a hanging buddy, you can find somebody that wants a hanging buddy. If you want to have fun, you can find somebody who wants to have fun. But if you're with someone and you know that she wants to be married and you know that you don't want to marry her in that relationship, as soon as you know, as soon as you know where the relationship is going, be honest, have integrity, and do not involve yourself in anything that's fake. So, your motive. Marriage minded men have clear motives. Number three, if you're simply not ready, don't stay in a friend zone. Don't stay in the friend zone. Again, you're not ready. You know what she wants. End it. So 1 year tops, 1 year tops, move on. Don't stay with her 2 years, 3 years, 10 years. If you're not ready and you know she wants to be married in the relationship. Number 4, maybe you have a different reason. And your reason is maybe you feel that you don't deserve her. Maybe you feel that you need to get your money together, or there are some things that you want to get together first about yourself. Again, be honest with her and just let her know that it's not happening. All right? That's better than letting 2 years go by, letting 3 years go by, 5 years, 10 years. The marriage minded men are clear, they're honest, they have integrity. So if it's something like that blocking you where you feel that you don't deserve her, um, that's really an esteem issue because you are just as good as anybody else out here. So I hope that something like that would not stop you. And if you're thinking it's because you don't have enough money and you want to get your money up, again, that's really not a good reason. All right. Being married is going to help you to get your money up. But again, if you're not ready, just be honest. All right. Just be honest. Number 5, who do you know that's marriage minded? Can you think of any other man? Is there any man in your vicinity that's marriage minded? Who can you think of? Maybe a grandfather or somebody. It has to be somebody. Who can you think of in your circle that is marriage minded? And what do you admire about him? Do you see him as a better man, a good man? Can you see a marriage minded man somewhere in your circle? So focus on him. So there's a lot of negativity about men in general. You know that television does not like men. You know that there are negative stereotypes all over the place. There are people bashing men all over the place. There's a whole lot of negativity. So it's like you really have to search for the positive, and it's like a job. You really have to search for the positive. So who's that positive male role model? Who is he? Who is he? And can you emulate him? Do you admire what he has created? Do you admire that? First, you have to answer the question for yourself. Do you admire it? So you may, and then you may not. So you have to answer that for yourself. But think of a positive male role model. Who is he? Number 6, who do you know that's happy? Who do you know that's happily married? So you see people complaining a lot, don't you? Who's happy? Can you think of anybody? Can you think of anybody that's happily married? And then maybe you can talk to them. Can you think of anyone that's happy? Anyone that's happily married? Number 7. What kind of household did you grow up in? Was your father there or was he not there? So some people have present fathers and some people have absent fathers. So was your father a present father or was he an absent father? Which one of those were marriage minded? Was the present father marriage minded or the absent father marriage minded? And what effect did that have on you? So if you dealt with the absent father who is not marriage minded, don't be your father. However, if you had a positive influence, follow the positive. Focus on the positive. As far as being marriage minded, that is, it's a component of elevation. It's a higher thinking. Marriage minded men are not overly jealous, controlling, to the point of, have you ever seen horror pictures like Fatal Attraction? So men that do things like, I've heard this story of this man. He had his neighbor time his wife, what time she left the house, what time did she come back, or tell her she can't see her family members. You know, when you start to get off into those horror type things like the horror movies, that's something to avoid. Um, Avoiding excessive jealousy and avoiding abusiveness, physical abuse, those types of things you want to avoid. Just to give you a few statistics. So, most of the millionaires on the Forbes list are married. And there's a reason for that. You have a partner and you are building together. As far as being solo and struggling and trying to figure out how to get there. Some more statistics. 95% of millionaire households are married. Again, it's a reason for that. Another statistic, 85% of billionaires are married. It's a reason for that. All right. So just some things to think about. Are you a marriage-minded man? And do you realize that if you are, then you are in an elevated space? You're on a higher level. because you're not thinking, you're not like everyone else. You're one of a kind, marriage minded man. So do me a favor. If you like this channel, I need for you to hit this like button. What that does, it helps other people to see the channel. If you're not a subscriber, I need for you to hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you won't miss the episode. Feel free to leave your comments, your opinions, and check out my hat collection, the pin link below. Thank you for listening, everyone, and have a good rest of your day. See you next time.